Are bananas healthy or not? So this is a big issue for depending on where you live, if you're close to the equator or not, depending what season it is as well. Bananas are often thought of as a very healthy food. We use them for smoothies, for banana bread, for muffins, on our cereal, in our smoothie bowls. Are they actually as healthy as what we think? So it's interesting in the wild that the average monkey, so we always think of monkeys eating bananas, and I've actually experienced this in the wild with monkeys and observing them. And do they only eat bananas? Well, the answer is no. Yes, they do eat the naturally occurring bananas, but of course they eat other foods as well, like fruits, insects, wood, plants, and a lot of fibrous, things that they're ingesting, and meat as well, depending on the species of monkey. Now, it's interesting that one English zoo, so this was not a natural setting as we know, stopped giving bananas to the monkeys because the modern fruit, which we know is probably genetically modified in some way, it's not naturally grown as the bananas usually do grow in nature, and they're much sweeter than normal and lacking in fiber compared to the monkeys that they were, eat in nature. And what they found was that these monkeys actually developed diabetes, they had a lot of stomach problems, and poor teeth and rotting teeth. So they also became anxious and aggressive. So even, the nature of their mentality changed because of that high sugar and less fiber content in the bananas that they were being given. So we have to ask ourselves, is there any connection to our human species in terms of the types of bananas that we're eating here, especially here in North America? We know that they come from usually Central America and sometimes South America. So are they actually as healthy as what we think? So in terms of when you can best tolerate digesting bananas, this does make a difference depending on what season it is. We know that bananas grow in a more tropical setting, and so the electrons from that food, and this is true of all food, the electrons from that food are converted into energy depending on the season in which your own body state is in. So certainly if you're living close to the equator, you can see the banana tree and you're eating from that banana tree, then that makes sense. However, if you're like me, living further away here in Canada, further away from the equator, that's why I often say, if you've seen me talk about this before, no bananas in Canada. And why is that? Well, because it's hard for a Canadian, especially in the winter time, so in the cold weather, to be able to tolerate that banana because of its composition and where it grew. So unless you can see that banana tree growing, really you have to think about the season and where you live as to if your body can actually convert it into that active energy. Now, if you've seen my other videos all about leptin resistance and insulin resistance, and this all ties into eating the right fruits at the right time of year, if your body can actually convert it into that energy or not. So check out my other videos all about that. If you know that this is something that maybe with hormonal concerns or weight gain that you need a little bit more direction. So today I talked all about, are bananas healthy or not? So it really does depend in this case. I don't know if I would give it the big green check mark, and I'd have to give it the big red X for most times, for most people, unless you're living close to the equator and your cells know what to do with that type of food with that high sugar content. So I want to hear from you. If you love bananas, maybe you've been overdoing it with the bananas, thinking that it's a healthy food, maybe not so much. And if you've been struggling maybe with your weight or your hormones, please drop a comment or a question in the comment section below. Be sure to share this video as well and give me a big thumbs up. I hope that you learned something new as well today. If you're new to my channel, welcome in. I hope that you'll subscribe, click that bell to turn on your notifications so that you're always aware of my newest and latest uploads, which happens every single day of the week. And remember to always take good care of your health and do it naturally. Thanks for watching.